The Fanfiction Power Hour is a comedy podcast between friends that does not attempt straightforward readings. The links to the fanfictions are in the description if you would prefer an unaltered experience and to support the authors by giving the stories a like.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Jen and Wizzy's Fanfiction Power Hour. I am your host for tonight, Wizzy Puff, joined as always by the lovely, scrumptious, delicious, could just eat her up, Jen.
Help me. This water is slowly boiling, and Wizzy has me tied up in it.
You really thought that was a hot tub, didn't you?
You said it was.
Well, it's certainly gonna be hot in a moment.
I think ever since you installed that door and we can't get out, we've been slowly going more and more insane.
Well, I need something to eat.
But I wish it wasn't me. Can't it be you?
Oh, I think we could probably do that. I am more meaty.
You certainly are.
All right, I'll go ahead and get in the tub. You can go ahead and hop out, and by the end of this episode, we will see just how tasty I am.
All right. Let's just add that to our notes here. By the end of episode, remember to make callback to Tasty Wizzy.
But isn't that in every episode?
You are very tasty. But no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
In fact, I think statistically speaking, it's probably in less episodes than it is in. So.
Yeah, it's usually just assumed.
Yeah. So, Wizzy, what are we going to do today?
I'm sure everybody's been waiting to hear about today's fanfic. Today, we're going to be reading Discord and Harmony by Roranicus.
For the people listening, it's only 2 R's in the entire name. It's Roranicus.
Okay.
He just ruled his R's.
I like to give people a fancy introduction.
Yeah, but you don't have to.
But Roranicus, 0 dislikes. This person seems like they deserve it. They actually published their own book that you can find as a link on their profile.
Oh, no kidding.
Uh-huh.
You guys can all go check out that while you're going to check out the fanfiction in the description below before you listen to this episode.
Roranicus would want you to. Do it. Come on.
Yeah. But also, you could go down in the description and just give the story a like, and then go check out their self-published book.
Yes!
Whichever you want to do.
Support Roranicus today. All right. Let us get into Discord and Harmony by Roranicus. Chapter 1.
The only chapter.
An impromptu visit. The ancient crystalline cave lay silent and peaceful, as it had for the past few centuries. Its shimmering walls were as untarnished as the day the sanctuary had first been created. A few luminescent mushrooms grew within the area, illuminating it with a cool, almost magical, soothing glow. At the center of the underground grove proudly stood the Tree of Harmony. Its roots dug deep into the ground. Some said they had touched all of Equestria, granting the ponies peace and prosperity.
But we all know that's bullshit.
Right? That thing is sapping all the magic. They could be so much more powerful if that thing was dead.
Yep, that's why in Season 9 it was great when Sombra fucking blew it up.
Oh, God.
Sombra's the true hero.
That's what I always say. I still want to find out, though, if that tree was actually giving the elements of harmony their powers.
Basically. Well, no. I mean, it's complicated. Initially, sort of, yes. It at the very least created the elements of harmony.
Okay.
It's tough to say if it gave them their powers, because the elements of harmony, despite not being like physical elements anymore by season something or other, they still did Oh, right. I forgot. They were inserted back into the tree at the beginning of season 4. But the elements of harmony, as in the main 6, we're still able to harness the powers of the tree and just harmony in general, I guess, by, I guess just the tree itself being chill with them. But they weren't able to do it, as willingly anymore or whatever.
Okay.
I can't remember what happened at the end of season 9.
So it weakened the power?
Sort of.
Okay.
Although you could say they did get stronger.
Well, they're always getting stronger.
They definitely fought more insane enemies.
That's just how power creep works.
Yeah. But yeah, after Sombra killed the Tree of Harmony still is sort of around, but just not as a physical entity.
Okay.
I continuously have the theory that the Tree of Harmony is something of a god. I certainly believe that it is the most powerful being in Equestria.
Yes.
I actually do think that the roots stuck deep into the ground. Some said they might have touched all of Equestria. I think that does have some sort of truth to it.
Okay.
Because I think it is powered by, good and friendship and shit like that. So it is, technically speaking, magic incarnate.
Does it show it regrowing in any capacity after it's destroyed?
I think it becomes a clubhouse or something.
Oh.
For the Student 6. It develops a friendship with the Student 6, which is why those guys become more of the main 6 stand-ins for the new generation.
They become the future elements of harmony bearers.
Yeah. Probably not the same elements, though. They'll probably be something different, like how the main 6 were different from Star Swirl and his gang.
Yeah, and Sandbar just becomes the element of anguish or something like that.
Damn. Student 6 become reverse main 6?
Yo, that would actually be sick if something like that happened.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Yeah. A strong flash of white light disturbed the normally peaceful, quiet cave. It came suddenly, without warning or invitation.
Good afternoon, Harmony, old gal,
Discord announced, holding his lion paw and eagle claw outstretched as he materialized in the middle of the grove. A few drops of water fell from the ceiling. The dripping sound they made as they hit the ground resonated within the entire cave.
What? Can't an immortal spirit of chaos and disharmony visit an old acquaintance?
Discord asked, rolling his eyes.
It's not like you're getting much in the way of excitement down in this hole. I'm doing you a favor, you know.
The spirit of chaos snapped his claw, creating a lawn chair out of thin air. He spun his body through the air, gliding onto the comfortable-looking seat.
Here we go. Might as well make myself comfortable. See?
No sound could be heard in the grove, outside of Discord loudly slurping a glass of apple juice.
Fine, be that way. I can't believe I'm admitting this, but you were more fun before you became a tree.
He argued, turning his head away. A subtle gust of wind found its way inside the grove and brushed the tree's branches, creating a few subtle chimes.
Oh, come now. What makes you think I'm here to disturb you?
Discord asked as he floated up and faced the tree again.
I would have you know that I'm reformed. In fact, if I had known ponies like Fluttershy could be so fun, I'd have turned to the good side eons ago.
The grove fell silent once more.
At least it beats being stuck in stone. Existing as an inanimate object is more your thing.
A few droplets fell from the ceiling again.
Oh, fine. Be boring in a boring cave,
Discord said, rolling his eyes and crossing his arms. The spirit of chaos pounded a moment, before lowering his head with a soft sigh.
We shouldn't be arguing again. Peace?
He sheepishly suggested as he took a red flower out of his ear and handed it to the tree. He was met by silence. The flower flapped its petals and flew away like a butterfly. Discord sighed and slowly floated back to his lawn chair. He turned and pouted again for a moment before his expression morphed into a grin. He turned back to face the tree.
I know what'll convince you. What have I told you about Fluttershy? Well, I know you've met her. She used to carry that butterfly around,
He said as he pointed in the general direction of the element of kindness. The 6 elements faintly glimmered, almost imperceptibly.
Anyway, I have tea with her every Tuesday. You probably know that already.
Discord explained with a smile. One of his ears flickered after a moment.
Oh, you didn't? Well, that's your fault for being a tree. You can't blame any pony for keeping you out of the loop. Either way, this whole friendship thing, I think it's working out. Fluttershy even suggested we invite Twilight along next week. Threesome.
Thruple? A few birds sang outside, and a warm breeze caressed the spirit of Chaos's face.
Aha! That got your attention, didn't it?
Discord teased with a grin. He stared at the tree, but no sound could be heard.
Anyway, I spend a lot of time with Fluttershy. Just last week, we went to this endangered cricket sanctuary, or some other nonsense with Treehugger, another one of her friends.
Yo, Treehugger. First time I've heard her mentioned in forever.
Yeah. Maybe we should read a Treehugger fic at some point.
Yeah, she's really wearing that name proudly when it's supposed to be an insult.
Yeah, it's true, and I didn't cause any disasters. Well, maybe a little, but no pony got hurt. Really, I was trying to help.
The mushroom's soothing glow flickered ever so slightly. Discord's wings flapped excitingly.
It all started when I visited Fluttershy for our Tuesday tea. I told you about those, remember? Anyway, she had Treehugger along. Apparently, she wanted to mend the fences after the gala or something. Let me tell you, old gal, you threatened to send one pony to another dimension once, and you never hear the end of it. That was a thing he tried to do to Treehugger.
What? He actually tried to do that to Treehugger?
Yep, he got really jealous, and then he threatened to throw her into a sock puppet dimension. It was a very funny scene, but also, Jesus Christ, Discord.
Yeah, he's quirky, he's silly. Sometimes he gets a little kooky.
No, it was very, very much he was doing a bad thing.
He's Discord, come on.
Yeah, that's part of the problem, actually. He's not a villain anymore, but he is a reformed villain.
Well, okay, but Fluttershy could also be a villain any day now. Who knows? So, arbitrary, yes. Discord is actually just a dude who's a little bit funny.
You know what I want to see? I want to see like a really long story that just involves Fluttershy devolving into like a really evil person. A lot of stories you'll see Fluttershy being evil or like monster or whatever. It'll have her like already being a bad guy or just she's just very bad at being a bad guy. I want to see her like develop in a way that makes us feel like it's a natural decline and also like fucking tragic.
Like it just starts out with like, oh, she's having a bad week. And suddenly like, oh, she finds out that one of her friends has cancer. And suddenly everything just goes downhill until she's forced into doing horrible things for money or something.
Yeah.
That, I bet it exists. We could probably find something like that.
Eventually she like crushes an entire dimension. Just, something like that.
Eventually, she becomes just like the next Celestia, but she's very evil.
The next Daybreaker.
Yeah! What would they call her?
Tree Breaker. No. Shoot. Has to be something involving animals. Fauna killer. Wait, flora is plants, right? Fauna is animals?
Yeah. A drop of water fell from the ceiling right onto Discord's nose.
Fine.
He continued, throwing his arms in the air.
Anyway, we take the train to the sanctuary. I offered to make us all sneeze so hard we'd be thrown there in an instant. But apparently Tree Hugger likes trains. So we take the train, and we arrive in some forest. You would not believe the racket these little buggers make. Apparently their vibrations are in tune with nature or something. Tree Hugger's a special case.
Discord took a breath. The grove was once again completely silent.
So there's this pony there.
Discord continued.
Some boring stallion with thick glasses. He went on and on about every creature that feeds on crickets. Between you and me, the whole thing made me hungry for a snack. Speaking of snack, tasting good, Wizzy.
No! Oh no, please tell me that I taste bad.
No, actually, you surprisingly taste all right.
This is always the issue with me. It's my curse.
Between you and me, the whole thing made me hungry for a snack. So anyway, I asked Fluttershy, wouldn't it be great if the crickets could fight back? Maybe they could be the ones getting a snack for once.
Discord sat back on his chair and drew it closer to the tree.
She said some nonsense about the order of nature. To be honest, I didn't listen. I figured I'd do something nice, so I picked up one of the little crickets, and I made it bigger. More teeth always help, so there's that. Oh, and glowing red eyes. I figured if they could shoot beams from their eyes, whatever birds are eating them would leave them alone. Really, the so-called order of things just made this little bugger so weak and helpless.
A few drops of water fell from the ceiling. The quiet splashes they made as they hit the ground resonated across the cave.
This was my gift to my dear friend Fluttershy. Apparently she didn't like it, though. She yelled at me, telling me to turn the crickets back. The stallion with the silly glasses went hysterical. I thought that made him more interesting. As for Tree Hugger, she tried to sing one of her weird songs to my cutesy little monster. I thought for sure she'd lose her nose.
Discord shook his head and chuckled.
Of course, I changed the creature back. I only wanted to do something nice for Fluttershy, you know.
He admitted with a sigh, looking down.
You know, that's the most difficult part of this whole friendship thing. You and I both know I don't belong in their world. Things are so boring, so predictable, so you.
He pointed at the tree. He was met with silence. A spider dropped down from a dark corner of the cave, hanging from its thread. Discord chuckled again.
You have to be laughing inside those branches. Me, the immortal Lord of Chaos, bossed around by a pony. I know you had something to do with it. It's no coincidence the pony who carried a part of you was the one to turn me around.
He sat again and stared at the tree.
You know what the worst part is? I'm actually happier this way. I haven't been able to cause any serious chaos for at least a year, and I couldn't feel more complete. I know. You tried to explain it to me back in the old days. Fluttershy, though, she gets me. Yes, she won't let me transform clouds into mud, but she doesn't mind if I turn her house into a giant cookie once in a while. She did a lot for me. Maybe one day I'll even bring her here with me.
The glow from the mushrooms in the cave slightly intensified, bringing with it an intangible feeling of warmth.
I know this was made before the tree was destroyed, but having the context that the tree is destroyed in the future makes that line sad. Maybe one day I'll even bring her here with me.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe it's still there underground when it gets destroyed above, you know?
Sure. But it's just not the same.
Yeah. He was really excited to show Fluttershy how well he gets along with Harmony.
Yeah.
Which, for all of you Splatoon players, that's a different reference.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I'm just really hoping that there's someone out there who plays Splatoon who isn't me.
Fingers crossed. I wonder if I should get her a gift. I wouldn't have the slightest idea what to give her. That's more of a second-year friendship lesson, I think.
He pondered as he flew back and forth, stroking his white goatee.
Oh, speaking of gifts, Twilight loves that little shack you gave her. Although, I still think you owed me my own throne in there.
Silence met discord again. He rolled his eyes as he slowly shook his head. He sighed as he slid back down onto his chair.
So, I have to say, you were right. I should have listened to you back when you said friendship was worth it. I had to learn it the hard way, I guess.
The wind made its way into the grove again. The crystalline branches chimed pleasantly.
Anyway, if Fluttershy can have other friends, I suppose I can too,
he admitted, looking down at his mismatched limbs. He slowly raised his head and looked at the tree.
I think it's high time for the two of us to make peace. Wouldn't you agree, dear sister of mine? If you want, I could visit again, let you know what every pony is up to.
Sister, yo.
Well, that's lovely.
What a line.
It makes sense, too, like the whole, disharmony, harmony, concepts.
Yeah.
Checks out.
But it is pretty stereotypical to make Discord the guy and Harmony the girl.
I think he might have a sister or something. I don't know, maybe cousin in the comics. And they, are a bad guy. I can't remember entirely what's up with that. I barely know.
I don't find that canon.
Yeah, same here.
I wanted to just be like, he has a sister and it's him with a sock puppet on his hand.
That would be very funny.
A ray of sunshine managed to find its way inside the cave and gently kissed Discord's face.
Mwah.
He moved towards the tree and sat against the trunk, slowly smiling as he looked up. The elements of harmony glimmered brightly. Author's note. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I wrote this little story as an exercise in preparation for writing Discord in my main story, A Dream of Sunny Days. If you enjoyed this, I highly recommend you check out my main fic too.
I did enjoy this, and maybe I will check that out.
Oh, look at that. Ranicus, you got this. I've been saying that way too much.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of words.
Yeah, they're trying to compete with Fallout Equestria. Yeah, that's right. I remembered that reference.
Well, 344,000 words isn't exactly the, 2 million of Fallout Equestria is, so got some catching up to do there on that complete story.
Yeah.
Mr. or Mrs. Roranicus, or themses.
The end. And that was Discord and Harmony by Roranicus. Yeah, I brought it back.
It's just Roranicus.
You know, this hot tub is actually feeling pretty nice by now.
Really?
I think I can keep going for a little bit.
Awesome.
Yeah, what did you think of Discord and Harmony by Roranicus?
I think this one was rather nice. It reminds me of just those times when you talk to a loved one who isn't there. Of course, in this one, the loved one is there. Probably sentient. We don't really know. The Tree of Harmony is complicated like that.
Yeah.
Well, we do know that it is sentient, but we didn't know at the time of 2015. Magic and shit. It's all wacky. I think it was rather nice. Although
Yeah.
it definitely pushed the limits of my being able to take other character didn't talk back. And it's like, yeah, what are you going to do? But like, God.
There is actually something really nice about the fact that it doesn't actually even confirm the tree is talking back at all. So technically, this could just be him being Discord and he's all crazy. Or this could actually be he's talking to the tree.
I think he is talking to
I
the
like
tree.
to think he is too. But it does leave it up to the reader.
Yeah, that's very true. I think it was, all in all, a very nice story. I like the idea of him having a sister who is the Tree of Harmony. I like that relation there. Very cute.
Yeah, for some reason, I never actually even connected these two as like antithetical, sort of like yin and yang characters. But it makes a lot of sense because it's harmony and discord.
Yeah, that does check out. Very good work. I don't think I noticed any spelling errors.
I think I saw one typo, but I don't even know if it was a typo or if I'm just dumb.
Oh, you know what? I think I saw one as well.
Okay.
Thinking back on it. Let's see if I can quickly find it here.
Eagle eyes, activate.
Oh, God! Oh, it hurts! Oh! God, that change is always awful.
But it's so cool.
It's very cool, but nope, can't find it.
Man.
So I did all of that for nothing, and now I have to change back. Oh,
This
God.
Gross squelching sound. It's okay. Don't worry. You won't have to use that until 4th of July.
Yeah. Oh, it's too soon.
I really do like how all of these stories with Discord seem to, at least any popular story that we've read with Discord, anything that's really memorable with him, it always seems to be able to consistently write him as a funny character in the same way. Like, this same Discord feels like the same Discord from Discord Teaches Philosophy and that other Discord fic that I'm trying to remember the name of. God darn it. I don't think I'm going to be able to remember it, but yeah, you guys know the one. You guys know it.
There are a few.
It was really recent, too.
The one with Starlight?
No, after that, I think. Oh!
The therapy one?
Yeah, group therapy! That was the one. Those are like my favorite Discord fics, so.
Classic.
Yeah, this one is definitely going up there now, because this one's just, it's really good. I really like when people write Discord like this. It makes me laugh, and it feels really, intelligent.
Yeah, I thought it was very nice.
All right, dear listeners, thank you so much for listening here tonight. I have been your host, Wizzy Puff.
And I have been your co-host, Jen Reaper.
Good night, everybody.
Sleep tight. Don't let the... Wizzy, I just bit into your leg, and let me tell you, magnifique.
Okay. Perfect timing. I can finally step out of here and enjoy my delicious body roast. All right, I hope you guys have a good dinner as I'm about to have.
I don't think that's a roast, but whatever. I mean, you're the cook here, so what I know.
Exactly, I'm cooking myself. You can boil a roast. I think the roast just depends on the cut of meat rather than the method prepared.
Okay, so...
But what do I know?
What would you be?
I'm boiled alive.
Good night.
See ya! Gay.
Hi, Gay.
Hi.
Long time no see.
Ace?
Did you say Ace or Chase?
I said Ace.